Welcome back to the Blumhouse, everybody. We already did a double feature review last week for, of course, Black Box and The Lie. This week we have Nocturne and Evil Eye. I'm so excited to discuss this with you guys, so make sure to comment down below and let me know your guys' thoughts. Which one are you more excited for? Are you guys going to do a double feature as well? Did you guys like last week's? Let's discuss it all down there as well. Guys, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on content like this over here on a daily basis. But without further ado, let's get started. Evil Eye, it is about a superstitious mother who's convinced that her daughter's new boyfriend is the reincarnation of a man who tried to kill her 30 years ago. I was more excited for this one than any of the other Blumhouse ones. I like the reincarnation type idea. I like how we're bringing in a different type of culture from all these sorts of ones, touching into the India culture, and I thought this was going to be an interesting aspect. Wow, was I disappointed. Just like last week, I absolutely did not like The Lie at all. Here, I'm going to say Evil Eye is the film that I was definitely the most disappointed in. This film has fine performances. Like, everyone's doing a decent and good job. And in fact, I do want to give a shout out to at least the main performance in here from Sunata Mani, who I loved from Save Yourselves this year, and also from Glow. I think she's fantastic in both those. And in general, I think she's good in here. But really, again, while the performances are fine, it's the script, it's the direction for me that just didn't capture my eye. No pun intended, of course, since this is called Evil Eye. I just found this film to be boring. Like, this is supposed to be a thriller/horror film, and I, not at one point, was on the edge of my seat. I really was watching it to see just where it would go, and it ended up just going in a predictable manner. It's fine, it's serviceable, but it's a film that I just won't be remembering anytime soon. And I will give the pro. I really did enjoy the culture aspect of this film. I think that is actually one of the most unique things to this, because we don't get a lot of India culture inside, say, a horror film or a thriller, especially when it comes to the West Coast. With all that said, I'm going to give Evil Eye a D+. Going into my second double feature, we have Nocturne, which, again, was probably my least one that I was looking forward to out of all these, and surprisingly, it's my favorite out of all the Welcome to the Blumhouse. I really enjoyed this one. I actually think this one is kind of a mix of Whiplash and Suspiria, if you can actually believe me. They're nowhere near as great as those films, but I think for what it was trying to go for, it was kind of a unique concept, which of course Nocturne is about an incredible gifted pianist who makes a fast-in bargain to overtake her older sister at a prestigious institution for classical musicians. I think the direction, the writing here were actually pretty elegant, and really much this is a beautiful, gorgeous looking film that really had an eerie atmosphere to it that at times kept me on the edge of my seat, and I was really riveted by this one at most points. And again, it gave me vibes of Suspiria and Whiplash, which I don't again think it's as good as those, because those are like 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10s for me. I love those films, but I think Nocturne is a really great homage to kind of Suspiria type movies. It really goes down to the cinematography here, which again captures that eerie atmosphere, and this is one of the films that actually got under my skin when it came down to what was going on in front of us. The production design as well is superb, and I actually think the thematics of this film, the director Zu Kirky was able to bring about in here, was absolutely quite unique. It's giving a shout out to Sydney Sweeney, who plays Juliet in here. She's fantastic, she's great, and in fact, out of again all these films, this is my favorite one. She's my favorite performance out of all of them, besides Black Box. I think Black Box and her, the performances from there were also really great, but still, she really holds her own in here, especially when it comes down to the certain moments that she needs to bring about in believability. Moments that does take this film a little bit down was that it does take a bit to kind of finally grab your attention, and there are some teen drama elements in here that I just didn't think worked out for me the most. I think if it would have gone for maybe a more older audience that was at this prestigious academy, I think it maybe would have worked out, but there are some teen drama in here that is about the high schoolish stuff, and I'm just not for that, and it really took me out of the environment when I was finally getting sucked in. Still, Nocturne was my favorite one, so with all that said, I'm going to give Nocturne a B. Thank you guys again so much for clicking on this. You guys are seriously all the best. Let me know down below, guys, what your guys' thoughts are on this double feature. Which film did you guys like more? I know this is more of a quick, rapid review, but I got a headache. I watched both these films, and now I just kind of feel sick. But in general, guys, thank you guys again so much for clicking on this. You guys are seriously all the best. Head on over to See How Much Fun Films on how to see films early, and of course, it's a big day to you and a big day to my Patreon supporters, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. Thank you guys again, and of course, until next time, stay classy.